Yeah, dinner time in Scotland. Sadly, not for me. Not yet, anyway. All right, Rebel has kindly offered you what you've all been waiting for. Refreshments, Pixel Food is available on our ad hoc restaurant on the opposite side of the parcel. So yeah, get over there before I do. Yes, the new stream in YouTube for this session is now on the land. Awesome. If you have to leave or to share socials, it is this URL. So the URL is changing. All right. So do we have Puddles? Do we have the YouTube link? There it is. I've got it. So
One of the things that you touched on, which I've experienced in Second Life, is when you mentioned that there are similar support groups in Second Life and stuff like that, but they do not. They're just strictly chat rooms. They're just chat rooms. They form a group and they just have chat rooms, and there's no mentors or anybody. It's just strictly chat, 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 and they haven't gone to the extent that the circle of mental health has gone through. To help people. They don't have that. So
yeah.
it's just chat rooms. There's nothing. They don't have mentors. They don't have even helpers in there. There's just wide open chat, 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 chat of people's problems. And
Okay.
but
So
I'm off mic.
I'm gonna stop you there, Ed. And I'm sure you will be delighted to know that this is not the case. All right. There are, in fact, other organizations, one of which will be speaking tomorrow. Um, and they have their booth too over yonder. And they go by the name of Lighthouse. Um, so yes, alternatively, there are others, but beyond Circle Mental Health, I would absolutely endorse the Lighthouse, and recommend them. And I mean, sure, not gonna lie, hands up, we have some friendly competition. Of course we do. But I'd like to think that um, if any of my guys are missed, or anybody walks through my door and is missed, they will find an open one at Lighthouse, and vice
That's
versa.
excellent. That's excellent because yeah, when you talked about that's one of your biggest fears that somebody in your group, uh, one of your members of your group or something slips through the crack. That's your biggest fear. So that really touched my
Exactly.
heart. Yep.
Because that day, I was serious. I was so serious. So yeah, heaven forbid somebody like I was then rolls through our doors and they're dismissed, or they're missed, or they're not caught. Um, yes. It is a personal fear of mine. Um, yeah, so I would hope, as I said, the guys over at Lighthouse have my back, as I will always have theirs. Um, Beyond that, I'm not sure about any others, to be honest. I'm not sure about any others. Um, but as I said at this seminar and this, yeah, what we're doing here, myself and the Lighthouse are present, and the Lighthouse also has the advantage as well of meditation. They are also focused on meditation, which is something sadly we are not doing at the moment, but they do have that advantage. Um, 1 second, I'm gonna take a quick drink. right. So, yes, let's get started. Because I am mindful of time and we do need to roll on with the matters of the day. But thank you so much to everybody for your questions and for your uh, unwavering support. I mean, you guys are awesome. And thank you, each and every one of you, for the donations. Please remember to click and get your free merchandise, your t shirts, your mug, and anything else. Pamphlets on the table, super duper important. They basically give you an insight as to who we are, what we're doing here, and what the aim of the game is. All right. Don't forget also to jump in that fishbowl. We have 24 participants already, and that is to win your chance of one of three 1,000 Linden gift cards kindly donated to us by Res Rooms. So, okay, second half. I'm now going to talk about depression and anxiety. Okay, so we're going to do a little workshop and I'm going to try to make this fun because, as always, I have a choice. I can read from a script, I can read and copy literature, or I can tell you cold turkey in my opinion. So I'm going to try and do a bit of all. All right, if you're in agreement. Sound good? We all on board? So we'll try and get through this. I'll make it as informative as I can and obviously try to make it fun. Okay? So, depression. Nobody likes to talk about it. It is the most profound mental health condition out there. It's most, dare I say, popular. All right? People are affected most by depression and equally anxiety, in my opinion. All right, so where to start? What I would like is, as I said, we're going to do a little interactive exercise. Okay? If you could just say me in local chat, who have all been affected in their lives at some point by depression? Yep, it's the number one, isn't it? So, depression used to be, in the olden days, something that bored housewives had. Right? Never would hear of a male having depression. Wasn't heard of. Wasn't talked about. What what the hell was that? But thankfully now we've come to a day and age where we can all come forward and say, do you know what? I've had it. I've got it. You know, what have you done all day? Well, actually, I've spent my day in bed. Felt sorry for myself. Haven't put clothes on in a week. I've been sitting on my couch in my jammies. Who all here can relate? Who hasn't felt like doing the dishes? Who hasn't felt like making their beds? Who hasn't felt like taking a shower or a bath? Who hasn't felt like brushing their teeth? Hmm. Yep. It's rife. It is rife. So, what I would like to talk about today is depression. The real depression. So let's you and I, everybody here, Get together and be honest. All right. So, I am going to read you the script because I feel I have to. But in between times, we're going to talk about it. All you guys and I. All right. So, let's talk about signs and symptoms of depression. Signs and symptoms. First one I have here is persistent fear of sadness. Persistent feelings of sadness, emptiness, and hopelessness. So let's break this down. Give me a bunch of me's who have felt sad. Who has experienced sadness among us? Mm-hmm. Me. Yep. Husbands too. Brothers, sisters, parents, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins. Lots of responses. A big string of me's. Awesome. Awesome. What about emptiness? Who here's felt empty? I hear you, Alma. Alma stated, I hate that nobody understands this deep sadness. Alma, do you understand the deep sadness? Does any of us understand it, really? I don't understand it. You do, Ed? Awesome. Yep. Yep. A lot of yeps. Rebella's chimed in. Lack of hope. Social isolation. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's that prison we all live in real life. Social isolation. Who here lives in a prison at home? A prison in your marriage, a prison in your house, a prison. Prison. Who here feels like they're in prison? Me. So we've got a lot of hands raising, a lot of me's. Yep. So what I've demonstrated there is almost all of you responded to me when I asked that question. We have all been there and we have all felt it at some time in our lives. Me? I feel it currently. Who's currently feeling that way? Show of hands. Yep. The start again. Proverbial prison, the one inside of our heads. It's the biggest prison of all, isn't it? Worrying. Worrying about who we are, what people think. I am the biggest carer in all the world of what people think of me. I will go to any lengths to keep up with the Joneses. Emilog has just chimed in and said, I listened to a testimony of a depressed person who lately lost their lives. The worst was not just the sadness, but not enjoying anything. Must feel like the darkest hopelessness. Luckily, I never experience it. Too many interests, too little time. Yeah. And that's a problem with depression. Some people are able to squash it because they have busy lives, they have jobs, they have families, they have hobbies. But what about the rest of us who don't have as much of that? What about the rest of us? The ones who don't have jobs for whatever reason? The ones who aren't interested in much in hobbies? What about us? Eh? So, another symptom. Loss of interest and pleasure in activities we once enjoyed. Who here's felt that? Who once upon a time were kick-ass at something and now not interested, can't be bothered? That was me then, not interested now. There's an interesting saying that I like to use a lot, and that is, it's in reverse. So the typical sentence goes, um, the mind is willing, but the body is weak. Right? Let's turn that around. Right? Let's turn it around for a second. Right? How many of you feel that the body is willing, but the mind is weak? Who's felt that way? A lot of me's coming up there. I almost said millions of interests and I just can't be bothered with now. Yep. Nailed it. Nailed it. Another one. Significant changes in appetite or weight. Who here? String of me's, please. There's lots of me's. All right. Some people, see, it can go two ways, right? Some people worry so much or are so depressed that they cannot and do not feel like eating. This is a fact, right? Others take comfort in food. I'll admit, sometimes food's all I looked forward to. Burger out with my dad or whatever, that's all I look forward to. And of course, there's also the trials and tribulations of medications making us too thin or too fat. I take a concoction of medication every day that's made me put on stones, kilos, and I'm not talking some. My psychiatrist once told me, he says, you have a choice. You could choose to be mentally well or you can choose to be thin. You cannot have both. The same psychiatrist who told me to stop thinking. What a guy, eh? Champ. Yep. Uh, Reza chimed in, me, food feels too heavy to eat when my anxiety and depressions are high. Absolutely. If I'm distressed, or I'm upset, or I'm triggered, I won't eat. You know, if, say for instance, I've been dumped, my biggest thing, my biggest fear of my BPD, I've been dumped yet again because of my condition. Um, I won't eat. I won't eat for days. No bother to me. Yeah, side effects of medication add gaining weight. Sadly, I'm experiencing that as well. But what are the choices, right? Deb, you get stress munchies? Yep. Alright, next. Disrupted sleep patterns, i.e., broken sleep, sleeping too much or too little. Talk to me about sleep, folks. Who here has problems with their sleeping? Vampire hours. Like it. Mental health affects our sleeping patterns in all kinds of ways. If any of you are like me, the minute my head goes on the pillow, my brain's thinking a mile a minute. What should I have said? What should I have done? What could I have said better that day? How should I have handled things? What does people think of me? What does my family think of me? Am I letting people down? Am I disappointing people? Um, yeah, racing thoughts. Kayla's come in with you cannot stop thinking, wish we had an off switch. Here, here. If I had an off switch, the things I could do while being off. Nick's come in, I sleep too much during the day to make for lost sleep in the night. Yep, I hear that. Riz is coming with my hypervigilance keeps me from sleeping much. Sleep aids help, but not long term. And Deb has come in with me, but don't know if it's depression or my apnea. All right. So, what we taking back? What's the take home from this? Broken sleep. I'll tell you about me. I could sleep all day. The second my kids go to school, I don't work. Go to my bed. You know, when I'm in my bed, I'm not thinking. When I'm sleeping, I'm not thinking. I'm not worrying. I'm not calling my dad up, hey, come and spend more time with me when I know he doesn't want to. You know? But then on the other hand, there's the people who can't sleep, the insomniacs, the people who struggle. How are they spending their time? Are they NSL? Are they? Yeah, they are. I bet they are. I bet you all are. Takes one to know one. Oh, Tabby walks. Yep, Nick. Constant thinking. hmm Okay, so that kind of ties in with fatigue or loss of energy. Okay, we all suffer from fatigue or loss of energy, whether we're doing strenuous activities or not. That is a fact. Yeah, with me? Fact. All right. Feelings of worthlessness or excessive guilt. Let's hear it. Yep. So let's talk about that. Worthlessness. Who's ever felt worthless? Who's ever been made to feel worthless? By family, friends, primarily yourself? Yep. Worthlessness. That's something that at Circle Mental Health we do a lot on in our meetings. Self esteem and worthlessness. Overcoming worthlessness. Right. Who here feels guilt? Alma's coming in with crazy talented and can't make a single thing work together anymore. Hear that? Ex and now daughter. Yep. Tabby's in with not so much worthlessness, but having to value to anyone or anything. Oh, having no value, I beg your pardon, to anyone or anything. I'm told I'm stupid all the time. You know, my dad, all his life, all of my life, he's always dished out tough love. always. Tough love. You know, I know he wants me to do well. I know that the more extracurricular things I do, he pretends not to be interested, but I know he is. But I'm told that I'm stupid in all of my endeavors. I'm told that I'm wasting my time. I'm told that Second Life is nonsense. And so, yeah, yep, yep. But that comes under the fact that no one understands Second Life until they're in it. So shut up. You're not in it. Amazon with unsuccessful at 3 jobs in the last year, ready to just file for disability. I feel you. I feel you. I'm sorry for your misfortunes. But you know what? You're here with me now, making noise. Good for you. High five. Zrinda, mine stopped talking to me when I did something wrong. Something wrong. Let's focus on that. Did you do something wrong or did you do nothing wrong? Something wrong in their eyes, nothing wrong to everybody else. Tabby comes in with, you can't explain SL to anyone who is not already in it. Correct. Bang on the money. If you're not in SL, you do not know Second Life. You have not shared it, you don't know what it is to be here. If you want to criticize Second Life, join Second Life. And I bet you'll be here for the next 20 years. Who's feeling me? Yeah? And there is nothing wrong with 20 years here. I've spent 6 years here, and to be honest with you, some of it's been the best days of my life. I've met the best people, and I've shared in the best memories. People I've never met, people I've never seen, nor will never hold some of the best memories that I have in my heart and my, you know? Alright, driving on through. Difficulty concentrating, remembering, or making decisions. Nora is 20 years older than she wants to admit. Emma's been here since the day after SL launched. Deb's in with 16 years. Why are we here? Why are we here? Because for some of us it is a need, it's a requirement. It's like brushing your teeth, it's like eating a meal. If I could explain to anybody who doesn't know Second Life, right? People who say, you've got no friends, nobody cares, nobody's interested. I don't know how many people I've got in abundance sitting in front of me right now, but I'm interested. I'm interested in what my organization has to offer, and I'm interested in everybody sitting here today listening to my voice. And for everybody writing in local, I'm interested. Deb's in with It's My Life. Ditto. Jaden's in with Express Yourself and Healing from Some Bad Experiences. Yes, that's why we're here. Tabby's in with only 4 years, but I can't imagine what it would be like now without coming to SL. Ditto that as well. So, difficulty concentrating, remembering, or making decisions. My memory sucks. I have the worst memory ever. When I was young, dear, I'm using those words. When I was young, scary. When I was young, I had my memory was sharp. I had a photographic memory as well. Now I'm pushing 40. Can't remember a thing. My SL partner has to remind me of things every day, even has to remind me of my lefts and rights. What is this due to? Is it due to my depression? Is it due to my BPD? Is it due to the medication I take? The amount of sleep I'm getting? Who knows? Almost 20 years in SL, and Alma's friends list consists of 20 people. I want to shake your hand. No drama, no fuss. All right. Next, restlessness or slowed movement. Who here's felt that? Rebella's in with, to be honest, I'm only keeping info in my brain for things I'm interested to. But other than that, I have notes all over the place. Yeah. Here in real life, I've got scribbles everywhere. Who here has a book of scribbles on their desk? Asking for a friend. Awesome. Tabby's in. I can remember things, I just don't care. Relatable. Rebella all pinks and yellow note clips. Kelia's in with, I started using journals and planners. Helps a lot to stay focused and remember stuff like events. Um, that is important. Journaling is a very important thing in recovery or documenting your mental health. I've been recommended that I journal my mental health, journal my reactions, my feelings. I haven't yet ever done it. Judge me, don't judge me. I've never done it. I've never journaled. Because if anything happened to me and my children and my family were left with my journal, I wouldn't want them to I wouldn't want to leave a journal like mine. The less my kids know, the less my family knows, the better. My dad doesn't do very well, and yet he's my private caregiver. He's my personal caregiver. He's not paid. He's not, he doesn't get anything for it. But yeah, something like that wouldn't be for him. I don't want to worry him. And that's the thing. Just sitting in a car with him, driving anywhere, or having a burger is enough. Sitting having a fancy cup of tea. That's my therapy. We don't talk about my mental illness. We don't talk very much about anything. But that's enough. Okay, Tabby's in with, I tried to do a journal, it became too painful to read, so I stopped. Yep. Kaylina is in, you can write journal or you can do art journaling. Yep, that's another good idea. Deb's in with, can't journal, I just end up drawing in it. That would be me. It would have like tea stains from my cups and everything within 5 minutes. Alma's in with, I love art journaling. Maybe something I should look into. Alright, who gets restless legs? Who suffers from restless legs? List of me's. Me, I'm one of them. Lots of me's coming in. It's a mystery why we have restless legs. Oh, Tabby's standing at the keyboard as we speak. And Deb comes in, take meds for it. Yes. Obviously, I'm not at liberty to discuss medication. However, there is medication out there if you go and see your primary caregiver. And but yes, I suffer tremendously from restless legs, whatever the cause may be. All right, personal one. Now we're getting to it. Thought of death or suicidal attempts. May. Jaden, a lot of me. Doesn't have to be now, it could be at any point in your life. I'm just trying to demonstrate how we're all in this together. Yeah, many years ago. Not yet. Good for you, Tabby. A lot. I would say that's the most extreme part of depression. Some people never get there, you know? Some say that we all should have our faculties and that deep down inside we should know right from wrong. Do we? Should we? Yep, I hear you, Ed. Ed's in with, I don't anymore, but during my rough times I have. I think anybody with a straight face can say they've thought about it once. Right. So, causes. Let's get to the causes. Biological factors, imbalance in brain chemicals, and genetic predispositions. Deb comes in with, I have scars. It's very brave of you to share that, Deb. Thank you. Good for you. So, brain chemicals. Who's on that bandwagon? Brain chemicals. Yep. That includes hormones, although it's discussed in another topic. Everybody says that mental health is due to an imbalance of brain chemicals, or whatever that means. They don't say very much beyond that, do they? Or whatever that means. How about genetic predispositions? I know for a fact that my conditions stem from my mother, my grandmother, and probably her mother before her. Yeah, Dasha's mother, Zrin's mother's family. Alma, my family is riddled with mental health concerns. Yes, as is mine. There's not a single one of us in real life who has been untouched by mental health issues. Some could argue, though, it makes us who we are. Who feels that way? Is it what makes us who we are? Are we defined by it? I would say we are. Some aspects. Yes and no. I'll take a yes and no. Nick's in with, I would say that I am defined in part by my mental illnesses. Tabby, I try not to think so. Alma, I feel pretty defined by it. And Aaron is in with, we shouldn't be, but in some cases we can be. Indeed. All right. So where did I get to in my list that I'm reading? So, psychological factors, past trauma and personality traits. Who here's had trauma in their past? Childhood, adolescence, here come the Mays. May. Rebella's in with, in order to be defined by something, we should be responsible for having it. Yes. And I'm going to expand on Rebella's comment if I may. Right? A lot of us like to do the poor me thing. Now I'm the biggest culprit of that. It's not me. It's my BPD. It's not me. It's my depression. Oh, the dishes aren't done? Yeah, that's me again. I'm in my bed. Don't feel well. Every day. So, we've all had shitty childhoods, adolescence. We've all had terrible things happen in our lives in one respect or another. Some more severe than others, but nobody has had the perfect life. And if they have, I'd like to hear from them. And we'll all go around to their house and live happily ever after. Yep. All right. Environmental factors, stressful life events, and chronic stress. Who here is stressed at their job? May. Who here stressed out with family? Alma says stressed enough that I quit my job. That's what you feel you needed to do. It's a choice. I support it. hmm All right, moving on. Medical conditions, chronic illness, hormonal imbalances, and medications. How about that? We used to do a meeting hosted by our lovely Carla, and I'm sure Virtual Abilities will be covering this as well. Physical health plays a big impact on our mental health, and vice versa. Anybody who has disadvantages in life will be touched by mental health issues. They go hand in hand, absolutely, Aaron, they do. Right? So, the guys over at Virtual Ability do an outstanding job to make virtual worlds, to make health accessible, just as we do for mental health. All right. I am thankful for Second Life, and I am thankful for all that we do here. All of these guys here, all of the groups, everyone involved in this, that we have a space for people who aren't doing so well physically to come and live a somewhat quote unquote normal life in Second Life. Yep, Deb's in. Yes, I faced it with mine and my husband's disability. Yes, awesome. Yep. Let's talk about substance abuse. Who here's been touched by alcohol and drug abuse? Doesn't have to be personally, it could be family. Me. Lots of me's. Deb's son. Recovered alcoholic sober for 15 plus years. Well done, Amma. Hugs and handshakes. Your dad was one. Yeah. Bravo. Tabby's in with no, it scares me spiteless to be sure. The loss of self-control terrifies me. Yeah. Thankfully, I don't mind saying I lost my mother back in 2011. She was a chronic alcoholic, a dysfunctional alcoholic, and she drank herself to death. My father, my poor dad, woke up next to her in the morning. She was gone. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we've all in some way been touched by that as well. Right? But yes, causes of depression can be substance abuse. Some people who have depression, they turn to the drugs or they turn to the bottle as a source of feeling better, as a way of burying their head in the sand and getting away from themselves for a while. Can we blame them? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we name and shame people who turn to the bottle because their life has become unmanageable? Their thoughts, their negative feelings? I'm sorry, my son is playing the VR downstairs and he's been well warned to be quiet. Yes. Ed is in with, I think, to try to understand what they're going through. Emi has said addictions is the most human thing. Radioactive is in with because no one helped him or her. And Rebella has chimed in with never, we cannot help. We better find someone for them who we can. This is the same again. We cannot help people, although we do at Circle a weekly addictions meeting. We are not responsible for them. We are not sponsors. Nor are we putting the drinks in their hands. All we can do is encourage them that there's hope out there. If my mom returned from wherever she's crossed over to, now that I know better, I know about mental health, I know about addiction, I have a better understanding, I have more sympathy. Um, there's always hope. But what becomes custom and practice? What becomes a need for them to live, for them to get their foot out the door, to get out the car at a supermarket, to talk to the cashier? All right, Tabby's in with me. No, we may not be able to help. We don't have to, but that doesn't mean we can't try and then feel worse when we realize we can't. Double-edged sword. Okay, it's difficult living with an alcoholic, whether it be a spouse, a child. It's it is the most toxic, deadly thing to find its way into any home. And the devastation it causes is astronomical to families. Anyway, let's see, where are we? Right, let's talk about combating depression. Combating. So, I've made this up as I went along because I got halfway through reading several resources and I got fed up listening to the crap, reading the crap. Same things, but it is true. But what I want to present to you today is in a different form. I don't want to be sitting here with the Mayo Clinic open, the NHS clinic tabs open. All right, I want you to hear it from me and each other. All right. So, combating depression. Staying in touch with the land of the living. Too many of us end up in our beds, wearing our jammies all week, not brushing our teeth, can't be bothered taking a shower, can't be bothered cleaning our houses, making our kids do it. Too many of us. It is important to keep in the land of the living as much as we can. Now, sadly, folks, this includes Second Life. We need to function. We need to be a part of society. Nobody wants to be forgotten. Who here feels that way? Who feels disconnected? And that's Tabby. Tabby's just chimed in with that she prefers Second Life to real life. Sadly, this isn't a seminar about scrutinizing Second Life and whether it is or isn't healthy to be here. I wish it were. I can go off on a tangent about that. But sadly not today. Right. Keep in the land of the living. Take your wheelie bin out. Go to the shop. Take your dog for a walk. You know? Yeah. Hold on a second. One moment, please. I want to read you something that I came across, that I found. And I had planned to use it in this seminar. And I totally forgot. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Now this is a song that I came across, and it's by an artist named Sasha Alex Sloan. And the song is entitled Me Again. Alright. Feel free to look it up, check out lyrics, listen to it, but I'm going to read it to you. Okay? And I'm sure this song will resonate with all of you, but it hit the nail on my head with regards to depression. It's very sad, and I want you to hear it. Well, from me. Okay, so here it goes. I can't wait to want to brush my hair. I can't wait to want to go somewhere. No motivation to leave this bed. I can't wait to feel like me again. I can't wait to want to walk my dog. I can't wait to want to put weight on. There's something broken inside my head. I can't wait to feel like me again. I can't wait to want to not get high. I can't wait to want to go outside. Even all of my plants are dead. I can't wait to feel like me again. I can't wait to want to get dressed up. I can't wait to want to be in love. I don't even want to see my friends. I can't wait to feel like me again. Feels like I'll never, but I'll get better. Might take forever, but I'll get better. I can't wait to want to be my best. I can't wait to want to clean this mess. Don't know how I'm going to get there yet, but I can't wait to feel like me again. And I repeat, that is a song from Sasha Alex Sloan entitled Me Again. Thank you for listening. Nails it. Nails it. So relatable. Yes, you're welcome, Aaron. All right. So, we covered staying in touch with the land of the living. All right. The next one is be active. All right. Exercise is supposed to cure all, and I do believe there's some truth in that. Okay? Being active is important. All right. All right. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist. But I think that there is tremendous benefit to be had from exercising, go walking. Do you want to go, I don't know, trekking the Himalayas? It's up to you. But walking around the block suffices for me. A lot of people sometimes sink into exercise and it becomes a habit, becomes an addiction, even because they depend on those natural resources. Rebella's in with, I do have a song that goes with that, Sherry. It helped me in my dark times. Aaron's in with, I cried through my depression on my treadmill. Yep, yep. Gotta get those steps in, gotta get those exercises done because that's what they tell us to do. All right, Rebella, before we move on, Rebella's song is from Blue October and it's called Fear. Do you mind if I read it, Rebella? Find it and read it? All right, let's do that. Bear with me. All right. So, for you, Rebella, this is Fear, and it's a song by Blue October. And it goes like this. All my life, been running from a pain in me, a feeling I don't understand, holding me down. So rain on me, underwater, all I am, getting harder, a heavy weight I carry around. Today, I don't have to fall apart. I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to let the damage consume me. My shadow sees through me. 'Cause fear in itself will reel you in and spit you out over and over again. Believe in yourself and you will walk. Now fear in itself will use you up and break you. Now fear itself will use you up and break you down like you were never enough. Yeah, I used to fall. Now I get back up. I'm here. I'm looking at the way down there. I'm staring through the sorry, my reading's hopeless. I'm up here. I'm looking at the way down there. I'm staring through the I don't care. It's staring back at me. The beauty is I'm learning how to face my beasts. Staring now to find some peace. Starting now to find some peace. Set myself free. Yeah. Today, I don't have to fall apart. I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to let the damage consume me, my shadow see through me. 'Cause fear in itself will reel you in and spit you out over and over again. Believe in yourself and you will walk, and now fear in itself will use you up and break you down like you were never enough. I used to fall, but now I get back up. I'm moving on. Oh God, just move on. Today I don't have to fall apart. I don't have to be afraid. Get back up. Get up. Feel it. Fear it. Feel it. Fear. Wow. And now fear in itself can use you up and then breaks you down. You're never enough, and I used to fall. Breathe. Ask for more. If you're bitter still, ask him to carry you on. It's very nice, Rubella. Thank you. Apologies for my bad reading. I'm getting old and blind. I think this is a support meeting in the making, isn't it, guys? All right, sadly, I would love to hear all of your relatable songs. I've got about 60. But yeah, sadly, we have to move on. But those are really great suggestions. So, trying to eat a healthy diet. I struggle to eat a healthy diet because food is my friend. Food's all I've got. Whether it be a greasy burger or a, a rare blue fillet steak. Kudos to those who try to eat better, but I think this is what we're trying to say. It's a no-brainer how to eat healthy, and there is no question of whether or not we should. Okay? So we're talking fruits, vegetables, uh, meat if you so choose to eat it, protein. If you're intolerant, be intolerant, but make sure you get the right stuff. Yeah, exercise and a good diet. Key to something. All right, have a routine. Yes, this was my favorite. Routines help. Write it down. Not literally. Routines do help because if we have things going on at the same time every day, it builds structure. It builds consistency. So if every day we have our tea at 6 o'clock, Kate, um, that's us taking care of ourselves. Every night, 6 o'clock, tea time. SL gets dropped, whatever else will get dropped. We make time. Yes, Aaron's in with the littlest amount of structure helps. Yes, it does. Without structure, we fluctuate because we're neither here nor there. Yes, Aaron's in with he's grateful to have dogs that depend on him. Absolutely right. I have one. He's a Rottweiler and his name is Jelly. Yes. One of my reasons for living. Amma feels that structure and routine is too hard for them. I hear that. I hear that. Um, so, are we going to talk about self-care? Think we should. It's huge. Let's talk about self-care. When I say self-care, how many of you rolled your eyes or sighed? Come on now, let me hear the me's. Don't be shy. Self-care. All right, what is self-care? Trying to keep you all awake here. Give me some examples of self-care. Don't make me start picking names. Eating healthily, moving the body, having fun. Yes, Rena. Awesome. The care of oneself. I'm a smartass. Cora. Yes, Cora has written all about it in the pamphlet. Please see Cora's pamphlet. Brushing your hair in the morning. Yep, self-care. Good one. Sleeping enough, Rena. Good. Sleep is super important. Screws us all up. If we don't eat, we feel like shit. We're hungry. Nobody wants to feel hungry. Least of all, me. What else have we got? Several meals a day. Yep. 3 meals a day. Super important. They say breakfast. My SL partner keeps ranting about about real life breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and if he would so kindly chime in local, he will tell you why. Something about metabolism. Yes. Yeah, I'm always getting it for that. Not eating breakfast. All right. What else have we got? Checkups for healthy bodies. Yes. Go to your GP. Have a bit of poke and prod. Diagnostics. Yes. Love it. Taking a soak every night to decompress, even if not a full bath. Yes, I am a bath person. There's two kind of people in this world, shower people and bath people. I am a bath person. I love nothing more than a bath. Double-edged sword though, when I go in the bath I start thinking. Can I get a high five on that? Who thinks in the bath? Yep, tell the nurses when you feel pain. Right on there, Deb. Drink water. Big one. Drink water. Hydration is super, super important. Drink water. It's a good one, Nick. Thank you. What else have we got? Jaden is in. Eat regularly. Eat breakfast. More walking. More water and tea. More mindfulness. More peace. More self-love. More yes to yourself. Less yes to others. Yes. I mean, no. Less yes to others. No. What else have we got? I'm just going to rattle through some of these, conscious of time. Deb wishes she had a tub. Rain is in, to put it simply, TV and snacks. TV and snacks, crucial. Write it down. TV and snacks. Not too many snacks, or I'll be getting a row for other reasons. Some people here, no bathtub. Sucks to be you. But showers are just as good. Go stand in a shower. Go stand in the hot rain. Alright, what else we got? Riz enjoys weekly ritual baths, but I haven't been able to have them in 6 months due to the living situation with only a shower. Ah. Yeah, I'd be lost without a bath. Think too much in the shower. Yes. Yes, we do. Sometimes a good cry in the shower is relieving. Yes, it is. Yeah. Very therapeutic. Drink more water. Again, yes. Herbal teas. Yes. Standing outside in the rain. Why the hell not? Feels good, do it. And Aaron's off to stand in the rain with Riz. All right. What time are we at? All right. I am very, very conscious of time now. So we're going to rattle through anxiety. All right. Give me a list of me's who's still with me and not asleep, or I will kick you. Awesome. Splendid. All right, let's move on. Anxiety. Right. Uh, symptoms. A sense of dread. Who's felt that dread? The grocery man's about to deliver a shit ton of messages to your door. Groceries. Who feels that dread? Who gets a letter saying that a workman's going to come and do some work on their house? Who has the meeting the next day? Dread. Mm-hmm. Who has to stand up and do a seminar at Belisseria and promote my organization? Dread. May. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Restlessness. Whose knee bounces? List of me. Who bites their nails? Mm-hmm. I'm a knee bouncer. Nice to meet you. Who has nails anymore? Good question. No, that is not a thing of mine. My nails are intact, I'm happy to say. But my toenails is another story. Just saying. Difficulty concentrating. This is when you all chime in and say, Sherry, what? What was that? Hey? Yep. So, intrusive thoughts. Let's go there. Intrusive thoughts. Yep, hyperfixation is something else nobody likes to engage in. Yeah, sad. Yep. Mm-hmm. Intrusive thoughts. Paranoia. Doubt. Mm-hmm. You're all nodding. I know it. Difficulty handling uncertainty. I can't cope with that. I have to know what's happening. I see no color, only black and white. But that's a trait of my condition, my BPD. Who here hates the word maybe or will see? Tortures me. Those words are scary. Maybes, we'll see. Perhaps. I don't know yet. Horrible words. Horrible. Mm-hmm. Right. Let's look at some causes. Poor coping skills, both in dealing with internal stress and external pressures. Negative life experiences such as trauma or big life changes. Who here hates change? Lots of me's. Yep. Change is not our friend. But again, There are so much that we could be doing in terms of distress tolerance, and that's something that I want to get to. All right. Certain medications or changes in medications. Yep, that affects me. My second life partner knows very well if I've taken my meds or not. hmm Changes in meds. Who deals with that? Firecats. Oh God, thanks for reminding me. I am pro medication, but I would say that any prescribed medication should be taken under the instruction of the doctor. Follow it to the letter, please. Yep, starting new meds, changing meds. It's a crazy train. All right, so causes of anxiety could be health conditions such as cardiovascular conditions and thyroid issues. Anybody here in the house? Yep, yep. hmm All right, let's talk about the types of anxiety. Different types. So, of course, right up there is the general anxiety disorder, GAD. All right, I think that covers a whole realm of possibility there. Yep, yep, that would be Aaron. He's the same. Anybody else fall under that category? General anxiety? Can't really put your finger on it. Diagnosed? Yep, you and me both. Awesome. Yep, lots of diagnoses. Um, yep, diagnosed or not, it's real. It's a thing. Yes? Awesome. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Hands up. hmm PTSD is a very difficult one, and I will be covering that on Sunday. Yeah, PTSD. It's a whole can of worms right there. But if you will join me on Sunday, we'll delve into that. Right? Okay, panic disorder, panic attacks. Let's hear it. Me. All right, separation anxiety disorder. Me. Kate goes offline, it's the end of the world. My dad drops me off and drives away, it's the end of the world. Yep. Aaron's in. I didn't realize how much it impacted me until recently. Yeah, it doesn't. Firecat in agoraphobia with panic disorder. Yeah, we're going to come to that, but yes, a common combination. All right. Social anxiety disorder. Now, this is an interesting one. hmm Do you think I have social anxiety disorder? What do you guys think? Yep, who else says yes? Anyway, bingo. Absolutely right. Before this meeting, all week I've been petrified of this meeting. Petrified. Not even the word. Some days I struggle to talk to anybody. I struggle to answer the door to the grocery delivery driver, and I have 2 words to say to him, and here I am now banging on 4 hours. Do you think I'm like this in real life? No. Not a boo to a goose. Aaron's in. He says most that have it can't always tell. Luther's in. He's in with anticipating is the worst part. And Deb, but who really is? Tabby is in with I hide it better than most. That's right. Hide it. Fake it till you make it. Talk the talk. I don't like going to a checkout in real life. I don't like going into a cafe that's empty. I don't like being the only one in a store. I don't like having to knock on a door for someone I don't know. Amazon was I hid my anxiety by just not showing up. Yep. Cora, I can't even get a job because of social anxiety. Rebella, if you would feel as safe in SL, sure thing, but unfortunately real life is very socially confining in some cases. Yes, it is. It so is. Riz, I hate making phone calls to order food or set appointments. Yep. This is Second Life. I can be and do whatever I want to do. There's nobody looking at me. I'm not even got my camera pointed at you guys. Got it pointing at the back there on the board. I don't see you. I'm just reading some text from a local chat box. Deb doesn't answer her phone. hmm Struggle is real. Yep. All right. Agoraphobia. List of me's. Anybody? Agoraphobia? Firecat's in with a me. Any advance on Firecat? Fear of open spaces. Yes, Chandra. Aaron. I've never experienced it, but know many who struggle with it, and it's not easy. Nixon. It's hard to leave um, other than doctor's appointments. Firecat. I remain stuck inside like 90% of the time. Ama. I have suspected agoraphobia. I like being in the house. I like being in my little bitch cave upstairs. hmm Only time I'm ever out is if my dad takes me. I go out, I walk the dog. I can go to a store if I'm pushed. And then there are some days, different circumstances, some days I need somebody with me. Whether it's Kate on Discord, my dad sitting at my dining table in real life. Yep, Aaron has an entire upstairs apartment. His space is all he needs. Riz is in. My bedroom is divided into two areas, my office, witchy space, and my bedroom, as in where our bed sits. Deb's in. I can't go to a movie or concert hall. Tabby. Crowded bus, no problem. Empty bus, and I want to hide. I don't like I don't like a crowded bus. Not been on a bus for years, but I would imagine it would be. Yeah. Firecat, my fiance is basically my emotional support person. Okay, so touching on that briefly, I have BPD, and in the world of BPD, we have what's known as favorite people, a favorite person. I have two, fluctuates. Okay, my second life partner, Kate, very thankful for him, but also my dad and real. Both my favorite people. Okay, and I depend on them. All right. Borderline personality, borderline personality disorder is a brief description, but we're getting off topic. Brief description is a person with heightened anxiety, someone who has a constant fear of abandonment, someone who is very impulsive, be it spending, be it being promiscuous, someone who conjures up thoughts and fears inside of their head, immense paranoia. Yep, Firecat. Big hand raise. Volatile relationships. Yes. Volatile relationships. You've had or you have, Paisley. Black and white experiences, yes. Destructive, self-destructive. I'm with you. So we build them up quick, then burn them to the ground, then wonder why they won't come back. Correct. Me in a nutshell. AKA BPD shitstorms. Emotional jags, yep. So, all those in favor of joining my group and coming along, and we will do a BPD group meeting. See how I'm trying to sell it? See? All right, really have to move on. Treatment and support for anxiety. Treatment and support. Psychotherapy slash counseling. Yes. I would always encourage outside treatment, outside therapy. Okay. Mindfulness practices, yes. Another potential meeting, mindfulness. Uh, lifetime changes such as increasing exercise. Make changes. Eat healthily. Exercise. Can't hurt to see if there's a difference, right? Makes a difference. As I said, I'm no biologist. I'm no sleeping professional. But if we take care of ourselves, right, it makes us feel good. If we accomplish things, it makes us feel good. Having a tidy house. How good does it feel to have a tidy house and fresh linen, fresh from the washing line? Deb says her therapist here have quit on her. Aaron's been with his therapist for 4 to 5 years. Breathing exercises, yes. And I will come to that. So I got a little one for you. What is a tidy house? Yes, I've been asking myself the same question. What is a tidy house? Riz, again, uh, an extremely important factor for us. Riz cannot afford one, aka a therapist, but working on it. How many people here have struggled accessing therapy or mental health help due to lack of resources or funds? Let's say funds. Trina's in with me. We have an Ed. Who else we got? Tabby, yes. Right, lack of language, yes. So again, all the more reason why we have our organization in Second Life. To be there to support people who, for whatever walk of life or whichever country or state you're in, cannot afford the help you need. Okay. Oh, the waiting list goes for years, I believe it. Not enough. Nowhere near enough. Tabby went through the same process once. Made them feel more fearful and distrustful. Riz is in. She says, so since I can't afford a therapist, I surround myself with friends and CMH circle who do get to go to therapy, and through conversations with them and group meetings, I also learn from the therapist techniques, and that helps. Yes, sharing resources, sharing experiences. Spot on. Avalon. Can't imagine being back in the US. Yep. Riz back in. It can give her ideas on what she can do and what to work with based on secondhand information. Yep. Yep. Okay. Another big help. Peer support. Waves. Points to my board. Waves again. Peer support. Now that couldn't have been timed any better by Riz saying, coming to our meetings, bouncing ideas off each other, listening to people's shares. Alright. If there is a gap between therapy, come to meetings. Get involved. Listen to other people. Give them your support. There's nothing worse at a meeting than someone dumping and then no one responding. Support. Just like you're all doing it here between you. All right, let's see. Aaron, he says, at the very, very least, you can at least know you're not alone. Yes. Big thumbs up. Firecats, and with Lord knows y'all have helped my spicy brain on many occasions. Hooray. That's what we're here for. Riz back in. It helps to find tools, definitions via hearing other people's experiences and just not to feel alone. Yes. Tabby, being ignored is the worst feeling. Indeed it is. And I'm talking very, very loudly and very quickly, so I'm going to slow it down because I don't know how much this thing's struggling. Okay. Relaxation techniques. Who here is into meditation? Mm-hmm. Lots of yeses. Then you will be here tomorrow. Lighthouse's meditation seminar. Get excited. Hopefully that's going to be an awesome delivery of meditation techniques. Okay, tips and techniques. Here we go. Take a break. Not the magazine, the doing. Okay. Kilana is in with I did some during the pandemic but left doing it. Would like to retake. Awesome. Be here at the Lighthouse's meeting tomorrow. Tabby. Most relaxed I can get is driving a mini submarine around the coast of Belisseria. No sound but the sonar ping and the electric motors. Whatever you do to pacify yourself, as long as it is not harmful and as long as you're not hurting others or making a mess, if it feels good, do it. And Second Life is an astounding place for you to channel that. If you want to go ride around in a yellow submarine, do it. If you want to go to what's that sim? Something gardens. If you want to go around and ride on a dragon, do it. Want to be a mermaid? Sure. I was once a Lego man. It's terrific. Why not? I was immediately looking at Marketplace for a submarine. No worries, Dasha. It was nice to have you here. Nice to meet you. Aaron is in. Honestly, I've sat in the dark with earplugs in to avoid out noise. It works for me even better than meditation. Sometimes noise of any kind just doesn't help. True, true. Dreamer. There are some ever resourceful dreamer. There are some free submarines in the marketplace. There you go. Go grab your submarines. Da Vinci Gardens, yes. That is the place where you can ride a dragon. Go ride a dragon. Rebella, about meditation, I'll be doing a guided meditation on Sunday from 11 a.m. Just a quick change in the schedule. Awesome. There you go. Meditation with Rebella. Yep. Right here. Keep us posted, Rebella. Amazon, I just bought a Riptide Mermaid tail at Fantasy Fair. Awesome. Who doesn't want to be a mermaid here in Second Life? Who doesn't want to be a mermaid anywhere? If it feels good, do it. If it's distracting you from any mental health attributes, do it. Do it all. Do it twice. Rebella, oh, you just wait, Sherry. You'll be a mermaid woman in no time. Uh, Something I have not yet endeavored. So never say never. Um, oh, I know it. I'll try anything once. Okay, so focus on your breathing. Now, yes, folks, I have been to Google. Have cheated. I've been to Google and I have found you a breathing exercise. Indeed, I have. I've tried it myself a couple of times sitting here, so I'm prepared to offer it to you. I used to use the 418 in previous meetings, but Get ready to breathe. So, what I have here, and I'm going to post the instructions in local. It is very simple. A child can do it. Right? So, here it comes in local chat as well as wherever it's going. So, 478 breathing. 478. Easy. All right? Inhale to the count of 4. All right? Hold your breath for 7 seconds and exhale to the count of 8. So, come on now. Let's all hold hands and do this together. All right? Inhaling on a count of 4. Ready? Holding for 7. And exhaling for 8. Again, I'm not going to do it again because I'm going to be rewatching this and hating myself. But you can all do it from behind your microphones in the comfort of your own home. So inhaling to the count of 4, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And straight into exhaling. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How are we all doing after that? Aaron is in. And he says, phew, I'm lightheaded. But that just tells me that I've been tensed and not breathing as I should. I almost passed out. Zarina likes it. Winded a bit. Did well. Okay. I'm going to ask you to do it one more time, seriously now. Inhaling for 4. Holding your breath for 7. Exhaling for 8. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you all to start pushing. Alright. So, tips and techniques. Who here depends on music to see them through bad times? Music is life to me. If I've got something to say, I'm sure as hell I can find a song to say it for me. Yep. So, let's see. What we're saying. Rain likes to listen to some Mozart. Awesome, so do I. A bit classical never hurt anybody. Avalon is in. Avalon is a musician and doesn't get by without talking to her harp a lot. Harp is nice, lovely, gentle, soft. I'm a fan of the cello myself. Tabby expresses themselves through music a lot. Alma likes to put on tearjerkers and relive shitty memories. Who doesn't like to do that? Firecat, lots of Witcher music. Deb's in with Mongolian throat singing. That's a choice. Have at it. Music is the key thing for me. Yes, it is. Alma plays the piano. Aaron's in with violins. Radioactive likes Christmas music all year before sleeping. Riz has playlists for every mood and play them to help her. Uh, Amma, I'm glad to hear that. Amma is trying to stop all the tear jerkers and switch to uplifting music. Yes. Put the 80s on the Alexa. 70s disco. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Firecat. Yes, Christmas music can be depressing for some. Statistically speaking, Christmas and the holidays are um, rife with people not doing so well with mental health. So yes, sometimes Christmas music can be a trigger for some. Deb's in with ABBA, Celtic Woman from Firecats. All right, I could go on all day, people, but I really must press on. Please understand because we are going to exceed our time by a little bit. All right, spend some time in nature. Who likes to go and walk barefoot in the grass and listen to the birds tweeting? Do more. Hug trees. Feels good, do it. Talk to sheep. 100% with talk to sheep. Aaron works with his plants outside. Nick's not so keen on bugs. Hanging trees. Go to the water. Yes. All right. Moving on. Meditation we've covered. Please, 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 if you can find the time, attend Amy and the Lighthouse's meeting tomorrow because they are very much predominantly going to be focused on meditation. I don't know what their plans are, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. All right. So, 4 minutes left. 4 minutes for Q&As. Hit me. Q&As. Anything. Hit me. Not physically, or I will hit you back. Oh, Rose's throne. Thank you very much. I'm here all week. And literally. What are some tricks to regulate emotions in a time of crisis? Okay, good question, Firecat. So, in times of crisis, we do what's known as distress tolerance. So, that could be all of the above that we've just listed. Okay. Again, I'm a person that's not so good at taking my own advice. However, I will advise you and anybody else. Listen to music. Do what feels good. All right. You want to go walking, you want to go exercising, eat the good food, as long as it's not a problem. We do have people with eating disorders and obesity, so if that applies to you, don't eat all the good food. Eat responsibly, please. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. You know, they once said to me, do a thing for 20 minutes. And I was advised to go and clean my toilet for 20 minutes. You bet I rolled my eyes. Do something for 20 minutes. What can you do for 20 minutes? Anyway, do things that make you feel well. Breathe. Meditate. Go for a walk around the block. Pet your dog. Talk to your children. Tell your spouse how much they mean to you. Journal. Journaling is a good one. Rizazen, I like to use the HALT method from DBT, which whereas I make sure I'm not hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, and if I am in distress, um, those first, then move forward, make a decision. Avalon is a great exercise, especially if you, like me, tend to spiral into worst case scenarios. All right, one thing I want to share with you, and it's a caption from my profile here in Second Life. And I would like to very much close with this if I can. All right, it's actually written and is an extract from Alice in Wonderland, the book. All right, and it really resonates with me, and I want it to be a take home for you guys as well. Okay, and it goes like this. Do you love me? Asked Alice. No, I don't love you, the White Rabbit answered. Alice frowned her forehead and put her hands together as she always did when she felt hurt. See? The White Rabbit replied, noticing. Now you start wondering what makes you so imperfect and what you did wrong so I can't love you, at least a little. You know, this is why I can't love you. You will not always be loved, Alice. There will be days when others will be tired and bored with life. They will have their heads in the clouds and will end up hurting you. Because people are like this sometimes, Alice. Somehow they always end up hurting each other's feelings, whether by neglect, misunderstanding, or conflicts within themselves. If you don't love yourself at least a little, you don't create an armor of self love and happiness around your heart. The setbacks caused by others will become lethal and destroy you. And again, that's from Alice in Wonderland by James Carroll. It does hit hard. Yes, it does. So, on that note, a minute past. I would like to thank every single person for being here, for listening to my voice for so long. It has been an absolute pleasure. Again, big thanks to Belisseria Citizens Group for having us and for having this collaboration. Please remember to jump in the fishbowl, which I'm about to draw a name from any minute. Get in there for your chance to win one of 3 1,000 Linden gift cards from none other than Resroom. All right. Also, if you join the Circle Mental Health group over at our satellite booth, you will also be eligible to claim a prize from the very nicely, neatly put together gold box beneath the group joiner. All right. This is a gift from us, from Circle Mental Health, and thanks and gratitude for your time, your effort to be here, and your continued support. All right. I would also advise for those of you who have not been, please pick up a landmark from the landmark giver and come and check us out at Circle Mental Health. Get involved, familiarize yourself with our meetings and times, and yeah, we are here and we are listening, and no one ever need be alone in Second Life. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I am done for the day. I will see you again tomorrow after the lighthouses. No, actually, before the lighthouse. And tomorrow we will be doing some activities, much like today, but in much more depth. I think you guys will find it immensely fun and entertaining and will give you a big take home tomorrow. And then again, sadly, you will see me again on Sunday. After virtual ability, we are on again to close the event on Sunday. So big hugs and love, handshakes. Thank you for being a great audience. I have had a blast. You guys have made this easy for me. And yeah, I will see you around the grid. Thank you very much for listening. Join my group, pick up some freebies, get in the fishbowl, which now I almost forgot to do. I am going to draw. So, if you're not already in that fishbowl, jump in please for your chance to win a 1,000 Linden gift card from Resroom, kindly donated by them earlier today. One will be drawn again tomorrow at my event and of course Sunday. So if you haven't already, get in that fishbowl for your chance to win. Resroom, pretty decent stuff. Lots of support animals available. All right, is everybody in? All right, first time I've used this machine. So fingers and toes crossed, please. All right, I'm going to announce the name in 3, in 2, in 1. All right, and I'm going to deactivate, and I'm going to draw a name. Here it comes, and the winner of the 1,000 Linden gift card from Resroom is, drumroll please, Nora Trallis. Is Nora with us? Nora is with us. Congratulations, Nora.